be strong.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel Be Super Productive. Today I am going to discuss about my productivity system. So my productivity system is very much inspired by Getting Things Done method by David Allen. So before I begin this video, let's understand the fundamentals of GTD method. So the step 1 is capture phase, wherein you collect what has your attention. In this phase, you write, record, or gather any and everything that has your attention into a collection tool. So the idea is to keep nothing in the mind and keep putting things on paper or any app or any digital notebook. Step 2 is clarify. In this phase, you basically find out which of these tasks or ideas have actionables. You can decide on the next action, whether it is a project or it is a normal task. You can also decide where this task has to be done or it has to be trashed. The third step is organize. In this, we put reminders to all this categorized content in appropriate places. So you get to know which task has to be done when and where. The fourth step is also a very crucial step, which is reflect. This is basically a review phase, which ensures that you update and review all your tasks, and the objective is to regain the control and focus. The fifth step is engage phase. So this is the phase which makes everything into action. This is actually the do phase. So much of my productivity system is inspired from this concept only. So let's start. So some of the apps that I use are TickTick as a task planner, Notion as a journal, plus some of the additional pages that I use for various projects. Roam Research is an important tool for me for creating ideas and connecting it to other ideas. So let's start with these apps. So basically in majority of time I am at my laptop, so I prefer using a web app of these famous applications because I can see all these apps in my Google Chrome. So as you can see in my Google Chrome, there are icons for these apps. So let me open all some of these apps. I'm opening Roam Research, I'm opening TickTick, I'm opening one of the pages of Notion. So Roam Research takes a lot of time to open. So let's move to TickTick directly. So one of the things why I use TickTick over other task planner is its calendar view. I will show you in a minute. So let's understand how this TickTick works. So it's similar to any other app. To-do app, similar to it's very similar to Todoist. So you can see an inbox wherein you can dump all your tasks that are coming in your head. So then you have this view of today, then you have tomorrow, then you have next 7 days, and then you have all. So I was talking you about this calendar function. So I love this calendar function because it has the daily view, a weekly view, and in weekly view and also in the monthly view, you can just keep adding this task directly in the calendar view, and you can also drag and drop and change the position of these tasks. So this is a very critical function for me because I love to see all my tasks in a calendar view where I can understand which task is supposed to be done when, and if I have to make certain modification, I can do it right in the calendar. My Roam Research is set up. You see these dates. So every day you get a fresh page wherein you can write your ideas, tasks, and whatnot in this. And one of the key features of Notion is that you can create a page inside the other page, and all this page gets linked to each other. I will show you the graph overview of how all these pages are linked. You can see this massive uh, structure, which is actually one idea getting connected to another idea, or one page getting connected to another idea, which is a brilliant thing that uh, Roam Research has done, and I love this feature. So let's start with how my productivity system works. So whenever an idea or task comes to me, if I am on my mobile application, I generally try to put it in my Evernote, because Evernote, you get to capture it in a very quick way. Room's Research still doesn't have a mobile app, though you can use it in the browser. But I prefer Evernote because the app is very good and fast. So, but majority of times I am using my laptop. So I normally capture all these ideas directly into Roam Research in my inbox. And also, if there's a task, I directly capture in the inbox section in the TickTick app. So this sums up the first phase of the GTD system, which is the capture phase. Next phase is the clarify phase. So one of the things that becomes very critical, some of these tasks or our ideas, we need to figure out, do you want to do it? So if I decide that it can be a goal for me, I follow a method to decide whether I will go forward with this. So these are the points that I consider. One is, what is the motivation that is taking me towards this goal? What are the things that I don't like about this goal? What are the possible roadblocks? How will success look like? And let's say in focusing on this task, I have to make many sacrifices in terms of the opportunity cost that I'm not doing something else, or in terms of the hard work I'm putting in this. Is it worth the sacrifice? Next thing, what is the probability of success, and what would be the roadmap and milestones? And also, to understand it deeper, is it a 1 month project, a 6 month project, or it is a very long term project, or 5 or 10 year project? So this is how I decide on the goals. So you can see I have chosen some important goals for me right now. One is, I have put it in the shortcut section by assigning this, by putting this star mark on these pages, so it come as shortcuts. One is getting fitter, which is an important goal right now for me. Second is expressing more. Expressing more is basically how to bring about more creativity and communication in my life. The third is energy project, which is basically how I can increase my overall energy. Basically, we ensure that what are the goals which have actionables, and if not, we can dump it, or take it forward. So let's dig deeper into this TickTick app, wherein I usually use it for the organized phase. So for example, a simple thing is, let's say, going to supermarket to buy household essentials. So you can see there's a description wherein you can clarify what are the things you want to buy it. There's also, you can also convert this description into a checklist. So you exactly know what to do when you go to the supermarket. Another important thing, you can put tags here, where you get to know, where you can categorize this further. Let's say it's a 2 hour task, or let's say it's a high energy or a medium energy task, wherein energy basically means how much energy do you need to do this task. Let's say if it's a high energy task, you would prefer to do it in the morning, depends upon person to person, but it's good to know where this particular task is tagged in. Another category could be whether you want to do it in the evening or in the morning. So of course, going to market, I would like to do it in the evening. This is the time when I am freer, and I would like to utilize my morning hours for more high energy things. So you can see how these organizations help me to organize my tasks. So if you want to know more about tags, you can create tags over here. You can just add tags, or you can just add, press and type something. If the tag is not there from beforehand, a new tag will appear. So another thing I use in this TickTick app is next up. So here basically this is the task which I am doing, or which is about to come. Here I try to put all the description. Here you can see I have put a lot of description in this. So this helps me to clarify this task further and helps me to do the task. So all this helps me in understanding this task and what to do in the final engage phase. So this is more about the organized phase of the overall productivity system of the GTD method. The fourth phase is the reflect phase. So reflect phase is one of the most important phases of the GTD method because it ensures that all your tasks and goals remain relevant. So you basically review it and ensure that everything that is in the task list is still relevant. So this helps in removing all the clutter from your productivity system. And the final phase is engage phase. This is the step where you actually do the task. So this is the action phase of the GTD method. So hope you understood this GTD method and how I implement it in my productivity system. Thanks guys for watching this video. So I will try to make another big video on let's say TickTick, Notion, or Evernote. So these are the productivity apps that I use. I generally use the taskbar so that I could directly go to their web apps, which I personally prefer because I can see it directly in my Chrome browser. Thanks guys for watching this video. Do subscribe to my channel. Be super productive. Thank you.
Be strong.